Hello again. I'm not gonna wait till sunset to do this little episode because time is short. We have to speak out when it's in our hearts and not wait till tomorrow. There's no time. There's no time. And the Lord has put some thoughts and feelings in my heart that I need to share because when we speak it, it materializes, it happens. So let's take the narrow view here. Let's zero in a little bit here on what's going on in the Middle East. As you have heard already, probably, Israel has pounced on Lebanon. Iran has made it a condition of peace for Israel to stop hitting and striking Lebanon. Israel, on the other hand, believes that Hezbollah is the terrorist organization that needs to be put away so that there can be peace. Lebanon, on the other hand, believes that Israel is up to no good because it's stirring the pot in Lebanon and creating all kinds of destruction and mayhem when it strikes Hezbollah headquarters. And of course they are right, but that's Israel. Israel does what Israel wants. There's no thing as ceasefire for Israel. They don't care about a Gaza ceasefire, a Lebanese ceasefire, a Hezbollah ceasefire. To them, it's we do what we've got to do. So, on the other hand, as I said, Iran has made it a condition of a peace deal for Israel to completely stop pouncing Lebanon. And because Israel has broken that condition, now Iran is starting to strike northern Israel. And so it goes, okay? What do we expect from Israel now? Well, Israel is going to yank the United States back into the war. Israel is going to strike at Iran. Israel is going to do everything in its power to get this war happening with Iran. They want Iran out of the picture. Economically, politically, they want it out. Militarily, especially. They can't do it on their own, so they have to rely on Big Daddy. The United States has very little ammunition left. It spent almost half of its missiles in that first round when it was defending Israel. Okay, so that's the micro level. Okay, this is where we're at right now. We don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next, but it certainly isn't going to be a peace deal. No. It certainly isn't going to be Iran handing over uranium. It's not going to be Iran shutting down or destroying all its nuclear facilities. No. For all we know, Iran has already purchased nuclear missiles, either from Pakistan, from China, from Russia, North Korea. And that's where we stand at the micro level. Now, let's expand a little bit here historically and take a broader view over this. Because back in the day, Netanyahu had met this rabbi who told him, you need to hurry up, step up, speed up, shorten the days for the Messiah's return, or for the appearance of the Messiah. For them, it's not a return, it's the appearance, the first coming of their Messiah. You need to do it. And Netanyahu said, okay, I'm going to do what I can. And the rabbi said, well, there's still a few more hours in the day. See what you can do. I'm going to put the link to that little exchange here below this video so you can see it. So what does that have to do now with what's going on? Well, maybe Netanyahu has it in mind to create havoc, mayhem, destruction, chaos, so that the Messiah might show up. Okay? And historically speaking, Netanyahu knew that the Palestinian Authority wanted a peaceful two-state solution. They have always wanted peace with Israel, the Palestinians. Before 1948, the Palestinians and the Jews and the Christians coexisted in peace. And they babysat each other's children. This is all history, you know, just dig into it. So Netanyahu had known for a long time, I should say, that the Palestinian Authority was all about peace with Israel. Well, that doesn't jive too well for a guy that wants chaos to bring about the coming of the Messiah. Does it sound to you like it's a good playbook to have peace in that region? No. So what did they do? Well, they propped up, funded Hamas. I'm talking about Israel propping up Hamas, and this is on record. And I'm going to put some links down here so you can do some of your own research. This is part of the historical record. Why did they want to fund Hamas? Because Hamas was not for a two-state solution. Hamas was all about a one-state Palestinian solution. They wanted Israel out of the picture. You get it? So with Hamas, they have an existential threat, an existential enemy. With Hamas, they can create havoc and blame it on Hamas. Okay, with Hamas, they can punish all the Palestinians and consider them terrorists because they voted for Hamas. Okay? They can punish them all, irrespective of gender, age. They don't care what they strike in Gaza, whether it's a hospital, a school, a church, a museum, a mosque. They don't care. And that's what they've been doing. And now we have to take a look at something else here. Because back in the day, I forget the exact year, just do some research. There was a convention that was signed on and agreed upon by, I would say, over 150 nations. And I believe that included Israel, and it was called the Genocide Convention. The Genocide Convention stipulated two things. First of all nations that are party to this agreement, this convention, have a duty, a responsibility to discourage, dissuade, and detract other nations that want to start a genocide or are contemplating a genocide. It is their duty and responsibility to discourage, to dissuade, to put all kinds of boycotts on nations that want to start a genocide. The other stipulation is this, that if a nation goes totally against the convention's protocols and starts a genocide, it is then the duty and the responsibility of all the other signatories to punish, severely punish that nation. Okay? I mean, we're talking war, we're talking decapitation of government, we're talking military, economic warfare. And now we have to ask ourselves, how many nations have taken up the cause to punish Israel for its genocide on the Palestinians in Gaza? Over 73,000 Palestinians have been killed. Who knows how many others are buried under the rubble? On and on it goes, okay? I have shed tears many times for the Palestinians. They are God's children too. Anyway, how many nations have not only censored, but punished Israel? The United States has been an accomplice. Has Russia done anything to punish Israel? No. Has Iran done anything to punish Israel? No. China? No. India? No. EU? Nothing. I'm talking about serious punishment, where the economy collapses, where there is no more foundation for a nation such as Israel. None of these countries have done anything. So let me ask you this now, okay? Let's pull back a little bit. You think the Lord up above has it in for all these other nations that have stood by and done nothing? Essentially, they have been accessories, accomplices. They have aided and abetted the genocide of the Palestinians by doing nothing when they had every opportunity and the means to do something. They did nothing. So this is why, again, we're going back to the Bible now. This is why the Lord is going to destroy this world. He's going to destroy it because at the end of the day, he has to destroy Satan. He has to destroy Satan and all the, I'm not going to call them followers, but accomplices. Because when people are silent, their silence is their consent. Okay? So we need the good Lord to come back. And before the destruction happens, we need the good Lord to rapture us up and away from this ugly, sinful, abominable world. Those are the thoughts that the Lord has put in my heart. And there may be other tentacles that Satan has out there that are at work, because it's a very complicated 4D chess game, obviously. You know, there is this depopulation agenda, and there's all kinds of agendas they have in store for humanity. And they need a world war. They need to ramp it up somehow. So who knows how they have bribed nations and how they're playing this game. Okay, I don't know. Only God knows. And I hope I'm up there soon, either by rapture or by natural death. I'm 73, and the average lifespan of a doctor, a male doctor, by the way, is 73. For a female doctor, it's 80. How about that? You think that doctors could live forever, but they don't. They also die. Death doesn't scare me one bit. I had a near-death experience back in 2006. It was the most peaceful, joyful, loving experience of my life. So I know what the good Lord has in store for me up there. I am at peace. I am at peace in myself. And I think this whole journey now, basically what it has done is it has tutored me. It has kind of shaped my heart and my feelings so that I have the right feelings and the right heart, you know, with all that's going on. And I'll leave that right there.